What's good, Chaotic Nation and Invisible People? My name is Chaos, and we are back once again with Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Guys, you guys have enjoyed the first two segments of this series, dealing with the Golden Deer House. We are currently playing through the Black Eagles. I've changed the layout, obviously, to match it, so hopefully that is going with you. But basically what I got for you right now is a few of the things that have happened up to this point. We played through the base storyline. The White Cloud section is the base storyline. It's the same basically for all three houses. Slight differences in character dialogues, and that's about it, really. Of course, you can build support and things, but that would be the moment right now that we've got up to. So I've done all that stuff. I have a few things that I want to show you about this playthrough, but I'll save those for a little bit because I'm explaining where we're at in the story. So this is right after the Battle of the Crest, and of course my controller goes out. Of course, you can see how pre-recorded this series is. You know, you can see how pre-recorded it is. But we're at the point in the crux of the Black Eagle story. There's 4 different final outcomes to the storyline, 2 of which are locked behind the other 2 houses, and then the Black Eagles have 2 separate split paths. This is the split right here. This is the crucial pivotal moment of the playthrough to change the split. I have a save file right before this, so I'm gonna save in a different slot. We're gonna do one side and the other. Of course, I want to show you what we've got to so far, so make sure you guys are checking out Twitch for the series and the content, and I hope you enjoy these moments from earlier on in the playthrough. Thumper.
Professor, will you? It will take a few days.
Where are we going?
It's meant to be. There is something
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. The split! Yes!
Thank you, my teacher.
Here's the split right there.
Father, forgive me for asking this of you. I know how much pain you're in, how the burden of the throne weighs heavily on you. And so...
There is no need to apologize, Edelgard. You must know that I do not have much time left in this world. The time has come.
Thank you, Father. Now, to complete the Imperial succession, you must relinquish your crown here in the throne room. The Archbishop of the Church of Seiros would normally act as witness, but my professor will fill that role instead.
Edelgard.
From this day forward, the weight of the Empire's future shall rest upon my shoulders.
Yeah, I did.
All that I do will be for the benefit of the people of Fodlan.
Edelgard von Hresvelg, the crown is yours. By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword, and by the double-headed eagle upon your head, I hereby pronounce you the new emperor. Are you prepared to take those responsibilities as your own?
In accordance with the ancient covenant, and in keeping with the Hresvelg legacy, I swear that upon this throne, I shall use my reign to lead Fodlan to a new dawn and achieve peace for all.
Yikers, dude.
The Imperial succession is complete.
I am too.
My daughter, I regret that I could not do more for you. When you were stolen away to the kingdom, when the Prime Minister did those horrible things, I could only watch in horror.
I understand, Father. In those dark times, your eyes and your fists were my salvation. Within your eyes, I saw true care. And upon your fists, clenched tight with indignity, I saw the blood that dripped and fell. Even as I bled, I felt that you too must also be bleeding.
Your Majesty, you must not leave your sleeping chambers in your condition. Ah, Edelgard. I did not expect to find your Highness here.
Prime Minister, you have misspoken. I am no longer your Highness, but rather your Majesty.
Impossible!
It is true. Edelgard is the new emperor of the Adrestian Empire. We will summon the officials and prepare an ordinance at once. And you, Prime Minister,
Are dismissed. It will be some time before you are allowed to make contact with the outside world again.
No! How can this be? Understood, Your Majesty.
Edelgard, my dear El, I leave the fate of Fodlan in your capable hands.
Don't think that's a good
Father,
idea. Don't think that's a good idea.
thank you for staying by
Just
my
gonna say
side, Professor. Now that I'm the Emperor, it's time to grasp my destiny. After the ceremony at the Holy Tomb, I must return to Enbar. This may be the last we see of each other. We are out of time, my teacher. Everyone is waiting for us. We must go.
Crazy. Alright, guys. Well, you saw what happened with Edelgard. She's the Emperor and everything, yada, yada, yada. And basically what Ray is asking right now is, do we kill Edelgard and follow her path, or do we protect Edelgard and go with her? I made the decision a long time ago to do this path, and my Twitch chat has been working on a poll themselves how to do it. It is actually split at the moment, so it's kind of funny, but we have to follow it. We'll choose the other pathing in a later installment, but we must do what we came here to do, and that is we have to protect Edelgard. Lock ourselves into the Black Eagle storyline.
You. How dare you?
She's
My
not happy.
teacher. Thank you. But are you certain that... No. Now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
I don't like that decision. I don't like the decision at all.
This is the choice you
She's just
have
like,
made.
sir,
You are just another
it's the
failure.
choice you've made.
Your presence soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis. I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart
Yo,
myself!
Don't get on her bad side, man.
That must be the Immaculate One.
Oh god,
Yes.
that's a
The
draggy.
monsters that have controlled Fodlan in secret for far too long. Rhea is their leader.
There's no time to waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape while we
Everyone
can.
wants to go. Yeah, cool. Nice, dude. Yeah, Rhea is terrifying. Bro. So, I'm gonna be smart about it. I'm gonna make a new save file. Now I don't have to play it again. Get wrecked, kid. Hey, I have a kitten.
Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. Outset of a power struggle.
Nice. Yeah, man.
Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
That's ridiculous, dude. I don't like that decision. That decision is not my favorite thing to be made. I'll be honest. All right. All right.
We somehow managed to escape.
This is one of the Imperial Army's provisional camps. Here we can organize our forces.
Before we
No.
go any further, I want all of you to really ask yourselves if you're certain you wish to join us. As expected, Flane has chosen to leave our ranks.
Yep.
When I saw our professor running off, I ran about as fast as I could to catch up.
Caspar, death finds those who run without thinking. You gave no thought to the war fog. My
true.
grandfather was the leader of Brigid. and I hope for us to be allies with the Empire. I will be staying. Was
I
this
totally
a good
wanted you
idea?
back there, that's fine.
Did I make the right choice? Oh, but my family is part of the Empire, and our professor is here.
You're fine here with us, Bernie. Though it's true certain houses were against the Imperial Princess.
I assume you're referring to my family. I must believe that the conclusion I came to was the correct one.
Go Ferdy.
You are the Emperor now. I am the only one left who is qualified to guide you at this point.
I'm only here because I know it would be troublesome to stand against you.
I'm not just here for you, Adi. I'm here to follow our dear professor. Of
But
course, I don't have any territory to offer, so Hubie may not even want me here.
The greater our numbers, the better. Your reasons for being here are of no consequence.
I think I understand where you're coming from. But now, I wish to hear of your resolve. Like you, I have risen to meet my destiny. I cut this path, and I will see it through to the end. Following me is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself.
Oh god.
One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. You have now witnessed the Archbishop's true self. She is a cruel beast.
I knew that.
Those who rule this world use that beast's power to fabricate miracles, all to control those who blindly believe in the goddess. They conceal the truth and force their lies on the nobility.
Nice.
They mercilessly
Everybody gets their
annihilate
pet stuff
anyone
for
who
Christmas
defies
weekend.
them.
It's fun.
I know this
Yeah.
because I have lived it.
Most people.
After what you have seen, is there any room for doubt? The Church of Saros has great influence and power. Their control over the lords of the kingdom and the Alliance is nearly absolute. We are the only ones who can stop this indomitable enemy that has plagued our world for ages. We fight for humanity. For
I don't know if
all
I could
of
like her
mankind.
reasonings now.
If you dare walk this path with me, take your first step. It's now or never.
Yeah, I see why she's a leader.
Thank you, my friends. We are the true face of the Empire, and we will triumph!
It'd be cool if they'd all move forward a step. That'd be funny.
That was incredible, Lady Edelgard.
That's what I was saying, man.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm relieved. They really chose to follow me. I was resolved to move forward alone if I had to. But in my heart, I hoped it wouldn't come to that.
So long as I am here, you will never be alone.
Oh my god.
Please do not forget that. And it would seem that the professor also has a key role to play in this.
You're right. Now, I must speak with our dear teacher. Please, make preparations. The messenger should be here shortly.
Consider it done.
Professor, may I speak with you?
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Say what you want to say.
I'm just anxious. It feels like the weight of this burden is crushing me. At this very moment, on my orders, I'm starting a war. An army far larger than the one that attacked the Holy Tomb last month will soon be locked in battle. Long-devised strategies are unfolding across Fodlan. Leaders are deciding their loyalties and preparing to fight.
I like the soundtrack. It's new.
So many generals and soldiers will die. It's inevitable that civilians will get caught up in the chaos as well.
Hey, don't bring me
There
into
will
this.
be
I do
countless
nothing.
casualties. With a single
here.
command, the flames of war will rage across all corners of this realm. And I am the one who is giving the order.
You're not wrong. This is the path you chose, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There is no turning back. No matter how much blood flows at my feet, I will not relent. We must break the bonds that the depraved church has placed on Fodlan. These sacrifices will allow us to create a future where we never need sacrifice again. It may seem contradictory, but it's the only way.
You have to make sacrifices to make
Listen to me.
sacrifices.
I made up my mind long ago.
What you
Yet
saying?
here I am, seeking your approval. Tell me the truth, my teacher. Are you happy with your decision to stay by my side?
No.
Unlike me, you can still walk away from all of this. This path leads to the death of the Archbishop and the servants of the Church. Can you live with that?
She been lying to me this whole time? I'm doing it.
I never thought... I'm sorry, it was a foolish question. I believe in
She
you,
blushing,
Professor.
look at her. She's like, I
And
don't
you
know if he's doing
believed
it.
in me. With that knowledge, I have the strength to keep fighting. Let's go. There's something I need to say to Hubert.
I think
Your
this is the best
Majesty,
path, right? After
The latest
it's
report
exact
indicates
opposite.
that our
Yeah,
main
that is
army
true.
is advancing as planned. Also, the preparations for your manifesto are almost complete.
Manifesto.
We will be distributing our manifesto to every lord within Fodlan. We will expose the dark side of the Church of Seros and the foul practices of the nobles from the Kingdom and the Alliance.
Jeez.
We will force the people of Fodlan to open their eyes to the truth and relinquish any remaining conviction to unite against the Empire. Certain nobles have already offered us their support.
Yes, there are other nobles who oppose the Church. We will condemn those who deserve condemnation, and forgive those who deserve forgiveness. We have already purged some of the Imperial nobles who are morally rotten. My father among them. How unfortunate.
Yo.
And our main army has already departed the Imperial capital. They will arrive at the monastery in 2 weeks' time. There, we will join forces with them. As for us, I'd like your opinion on how we should be positioned within the army.
Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield? I don't know what that is. I really don't know what to pick here. I feel like they want me to say sword. More defensive. I'll take the
Your
shield.
Majesty intends to fight alongside the Professor, correct? In that case, you will not be incorporated into the Empire's main army. Your squad can move freely about the battlefield under supervision of the Imperial forces. That would be most prudent.
Now that I'm the Emperor, we can't let it slip that I'm following your command in battle, Professor.
I fully object to the notion of you fighting on the front lines.
Hubert, we've already discussed this.
My apologies. I overstepped.
Now that the details are settled, all that's left is to come up with a name for ourselves. In honor of our time at the Academy, how about we call ourselves the Black Eagle Strike Force?
I don't know what. Sure. Sure.
I'm so happy you feel that way. I must confess that I spent all night thinking about it.
Bruh.
I'll leave it to you to prepare the
Bruh.
Black Eagle Strike Force for departure.
So I'm like a general now. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Dude, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about this, man. Like, bruh. Okay. We're going to battle. This, I don't know anything about this location, and I feel weird. But what I can do is I can do some support stuff that I need to get done. So let's get these going. I think I actually can just do it now. I don't have to like wait around. I can just do it.
I'm so sick of it all. There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Ugh. Sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging myself on sweets.
Oh. Let's just do that.
Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy. But Hubert would never allow it.
That's too bad. That's too
Indeed.
bad.
It may not be possible now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words.
Sounds like a plan.
Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time?
Yes. It's pretty funny.
I see.
Aww.
I'm finally getting an idea of what you think of me. But let's put all that aside for now.
That's rude.
There is
I was
something
trying
I've
to be
been
funny.
meaning to tell you. I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental. However,
She blushing.
I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice. But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader,
Foreshadowing if you
but
didn't play the other story. I
simply
like, by the way.
Edelgard.
But
Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me. I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor. No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching. It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself. But you have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
you silly kitty kid. You silly kitty kid. That's weird. Yeah, so if you didn't know, there's some supports that you just can't do, like they're locked like this, until you get to a certain part. So I've had one locked with Edelgard for a long time, and a lot of the Hubert ones have been locked too.
Good morning. The weather is nice today. So, it's really nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Indeed. Did you want something?
I'm really sorry.
I can't accept your apology until I know what it's for.
Oh, good point. I'm sorry I said you were terrifying.
Is that all? I'm used to that. No apology necessary.
But you've been avoiding me since then, right? You even stopped doing your deathly grin.
I am merely trying not to frighten you. Is there something wrong with that?
It's not
You don't care about
working.
anybody or anything.
Yes, there is. You can't quit talking and laughing just to try to make me feel better. That's not really fair. I need to master my own fear.
Very true.
Is that right?
Yes. Right.
He's such an evil villain character.
Why?
You told me not to forego laughing, so I laughed as hard as I could. Is it helping to conquer your fear?
Yes. I mean,
No,
someday it
it's
might.
not. It's not.
Maybe.
Hubert's a good guy, after all, you know? Also, I really don't like Bernadetta. I guess I should go over those character developments too, but you kind of get an aspect for each character as we go along, so...
Hey there, Hubie. I've been thinking about our conversation the other day, and I've just got to know, do you really love 80?
If it's one or the other, I suppose it would be closer to love than to hate. Why?
I knew it! That's why you
Bruh.
work so hard for 80. Oh, Hubie, I finally get you. You're just another servant suffering from unrequited love for their mistress.
She's calling like she see it, though.
You completely misunderstand. Unrequited love. Do I really look like the kind of drooling simpleton to have that kind of motivation?
I'd like to say yes, but I know you just argue. Fine, Hubie. Tell me your situation.
My situation is simple. I am walking a path.
Oh, do go on.
Everyone has a path in life. Lady Edelgard has shown me mine. It is just beside her own. So we walk together side by side. We stride ever forward, yielding to nothing and to no one.
So, you're sharing the same dream?
Bluntly, yes. But it's more than just a shared dream. I have many feelings toward Lady Edelgard. Gratitude, respect, awe, empathy, trust, hope.
No.
Oh, I was teasing you, but I gotta say I'm just a little bit jealous of you and 80.
You want to refer
That you're
yourself.
able to embrace these feelings and stride forward along the same path. You're lucky, Hubie. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to experience anything so utterly operatic.
Why not?
Because I figure the best quality in a partner would be that they make me happy. And loving another is really about wanting to be loved.
Thank you, Nico.
I'm pretty sure that's different from how things are with you and 80.
Yeah, yes. It's very different. Alright, we have one more with Shamir here, for some reason.
What is it, Hubert?
Nothing in particular. I was just recalling your impressive
he's
skill
doing this
with the
thing
bow.
again.
I'm willing to bet you could put an arrow through the neck of an enemy general from quite a distance. In fact, to any leader's bodyguard, I would go so far as to say you pose the most dangerous kind of threat.
Don't worry your fragile little self. Your lady princess is safe. I wouldn't shoot my employer.
I would certainly hope not. But there are some mercenaries to whom a contract means little, and you would do well to remember that Lady Edelgard is no mere princess. You should take care to learn the proper form of address for your employer.
I said lady. I already told you. I'm not going to break the princess's contract.
What did I just say?
Proper address. Right. Next time.
My patience has limits, you know. For the moment, you may stand in Lady Edelgard's good graces, but if you become a problem, I will not hesitate to eliminate you.
You're unstable, Hubert. Be careful who you threaten.
Jeez.
I don't take kindly to those who get in the way of my contracts.
Is that a threat?
Thanks, Normac. Appreciate it.
Just some advice.
Sheesh. Shamir is just as dark, dude. They're meant for each other. I kind of feel that. Feel a little bit of vibe going on there. But if you guys haven't been around for a bit, haven't been watching the live series, we'll go through these characters real quick. So of course, I've played as the male Violet this time because I like the storyline better and can get all the ladies, you know. So that's kind of what we're doing there. My proficiencies are in bow and sword, so that's kind of what I've been training as, more of a mercenary character. So if you remember, like the character of Ignatz, like his class, that's kind of what this is, except more of a focus on sword instead of just bow. So that's kind of what it does and what it's doing here. The point of this character class. My skills are, you know, I've trained in those sections as well. So that's kind of what we've been doing. Of course, we have Edelgard, who I've been training as. She's kind of like a tank, so she's a fortress knight. So it's heavy armor, axe. More importantly, axe. She's just kind of a tanky character to deal with things. Hubert, Dark Mage. Probably guessed that already. Ferdinand is a cavalry unit. It's going to be focused more on a Great Knight, so that's going to be Lance, Heavy Armor, Axe. Lindhart is my cleric. Casper is a War Master, Axe and Brawl, sort of like how Raphael was in the other one. Bernadetta is an archer, but I'm going to make her sort of like Leone. She's going to be a bow knight, so that's how that's going to work. I'm just working on the writing aspect. And then Dorothea is, I actually gave Dorothea the dancer class, so that's going to be sort of like an offensive cleric. So she has sword and heals, which is kind of cool. Petra is going to be a Valkyrie, so that's a flying unit with lance and sword. And then I grabbed Felix from the Blue Lion's house, and he is going to be bow and sword, sort of the same way. I'm prepping him for down the road when I do a Blue Lions playthrough, so I have those things I can build into it. Hannah, Manuela, Alois, and Shamir, they're kind of just here. I honestly didn't know I got them at this point, which is kind of crazy. So it's cool to have them, but yeah, saw that working. And that's the team. Looking forward. Of course, if you want to see the rest of this, you can go watch the live stream. Should be the way to do that. And I'm gonna call it here for the episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content from us. And I will see you next time. So until then, stay safe, and as always,